Jeffrey, hi, hello.
Hi.
How you feeling, Jeff? Do you need a hug? Jeff's going through a rough time at the moment. This was going to be our Super Mario RPG stream, but Jeff just accidentally deleted our suspend point there. But it's okay. Jeff is a wonderful person, and we love him. So instead of that, we're just going to talk about Opening Night Live, which is a thing that happened today. It's a thing that you saw live, and you can go to youtube.com/nerdsatlarge. Just /nerdsatlarge, where those reactions will be probably by the time you're seeing this, or on twitch.tv/nerdsatlarge for the stream that was there, and you can see his reactions. But here we're just gonna kind of I was working during it, so I haven't seen most of these things. Jeff's just going to tell me some trailers that I need to go watch, and I'm going to watch them here, and you're going to watch them with me, and then we'll just have a little discussion about them, and then, kind of move on. Very casual. It's not going to be very, buttoned up like our podcast. Our podcast is definitely very on topic and sophisticated. This will be even more casual than that. So, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's flip and do it.
I noticed in the viewer thing we had two, and now we have one. Someone was really wanted to watch us play Super Mario RPG.
I mean, I don't blame them. Everything went to shit. Whatever. Hopefully, they'll be back. We will do it again. We will do it again. All right. What am I searching, Jeffrey?
I'm just kind of going in the order. Do Scarlet Nexus.
Scarlet Nexus. Okay. I guess I can get the headphone splitters for us or something. If you want to hear some sick audio. Jeff, while I do this, what did you overall think about the show?
I thought it was okay. Nothing too crazy, and Jeff kind of pretty much said as much that was going to be the case. That is primarily going to be games we already knew about, and it was, and it's just kind of the selection of games for me isn't the most exciting. It's kind of just a lot of the heavy hitters that I don't particularly care too much about. But yeah, for a 2-hour show, I thought it was paced pretty well. Again, there was, it's kind of a weird thing. Personally, I would take some out of it to make a show more enjoyable for me, just because there's so many freaking games. Again, a lot of them just aren't my taste, but I imagine there's at least a little something there for everyone. Unless you're really into Japanese games, because besides Scarlet Nexus, there wasn't really much of that.
So, Jeff Keighley hates the Japanese.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
I always knew it about him, but...
Let's watch it. Everything look good here? Yeah, sure. Good enough.
You have to be prepared for anything.
Intruders were just detected.
We have to work together.
Can you see it? All right.
Yeah.
Very pretty game.
So, yeah, my thoughts on the game now at this point is I like the vibe, I like the aesthetic and all that. Obviously, I'm a weeaboo.
Yeah.
I'm just the way the power is. The fact that it's Tales of Vesperia people specifically makes me think, okay, it's going to be anime, but the kind of anime where it's not too much and I can enjoy it. Potentially, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll just have to see. It's just kind of like nothing in here is like it's going too far in the way I don't like it.
Yeah.
The aesthetic is really cool. The fact that all these people they're using psychic powers, but they're different, is really cool. The thing, since they're mainly showing combat, is just kind of a little bit of the world. I'm just kind of interested in is like, what's the writing gonna necessarily be like?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing we don't. I mean, it looks very anime just in the flashy action thing, but we haven't seen some of the other. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just that it takes very specific things to get me interested in just an action game like this. I'm just not. If this was like an RPG, it'd be like, yeah, this fucking looks great or whatever. But like, a lot of action games like this can kind of bore me, or they're just not really my
You just
jam.
want to go to Ratchet those right there?
Yeah, sure.
Or unless you want.
Sure. Yeah. Let me just go. Yeah. So I mean, but I think it looks very pretty. But it's probably gonna be like an astral chain where it's like it looks cool, and I totally understand why everyone likes it, just not for me. It's
The ultimate
probably
trio, Disney Plus,
what I would think
Hulu,
about that.
and ESPN Plus, or even better together.
Oh, I had a thought since if you were up to it. I don't know how well it'll work, but depending how long this lasts, doesn't last too long, we could do the Pokemon draft.
Okay.
So I can start preparing for that.
No, no!
We're back.
And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Like how they do the, they just did like a demo start screen. It's like, hey, this is real, guys. It's real.
Yeah. Real shit.
Oh dear.
They should have dropped the demo, cowards.
Let's show him how it's done.
Jeff, I want the game. I just want it. Is that so much to ask? Just give me the game.
Well, then they would also have to give you a console.
Yeah.
Unless you just want the game without the console
I mean,
and just stare at it.
yeah.
Well, good news is, Darby, you may not have to wait too long.
Yeah.
Last one.
Actually, it is a launch window title.
The train's pulling away.
It comes out 2 years into the PS5. It's in the window.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that could mean anything they want, but as far as, without saying there's a delay, without being like, oh, okay, I think if it comes out in November, I think April's like the latest.
Yeah. I think that means that it's planned for January, February,
Yep.
and could get pushed further.
But how about Insomniac with their output already?
It's unreal, dude.
What's kind of awesome about it is obviously we'll get Spider-Man 2, but the Ratchet team will probably get another game in the PS5 generation.
Hopefully, yeah. With the being this early, I mean, it
Yeah.
might be somewhat late in the generation.
definitely, but-
yeah. But yeah.
That's supposed to happen.
Hitting nefarious is
But I mean, yeah, that's crazy for them to have both of these games.
Yeah, well, after
early.
seeing this, like, multiple people said, Daniel Mod retweeted the announcement for Sony buying Insomniac. It's like, I think this was a good purchase.
Yeah, I think it might have been. Feel like that might have been a smart one.
I mean, they could have potentially gotten these games anyway, but even if Insomniac wasn't bought by them, but, just guaranteed, like, right now, Insomniac is Sony's first-party launch window,
Yeah. Which is crazy.
as far as we know.
It's very wild for one studio to have two games ready to go near
And it-
launch.
and
Even
it's
even different, different people at the studio or whatever. Still, the fact that they're both ready right now.
Well, what's also crazy is we need to see how Miles Morales looks and get the full scope of it, but both games are highly anticipated, and everyone's talking about this game being the actual next-gen showpiece so far.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's slightly overshadowed because it's fucking Spider-Man, but I mean, Ratchet is pretty popular, and especially he was the most popular of those like PS2 franchises. I'm just getting kind of sad for me because he was my least favorite, but I still love it. They're all three great. Between Jack, Sly, and Ratchet.
Yeah.
A kraken.
Or at least a very large octopus.
Yeah, haven't we seen from this point most of the way onward too?
Yeah.
Is there any new after this?
I will never get used to that.
Nothing too crazy. It's just kind of showing the seamlessness of it
Nefarious is on the other side of that building.
more, and just extra HUD and
Before he does
stuff.
Anything else to break reality?
Those are pretty cool. Just the like particle effects and stuff are ridiculous. And I saw some screenshots of like the original Ratchet the other day, and it's like insane.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
Insane how much better this looks, obviously.
What I'm afraid of.
That's cool. The water effects. Is this Super Mario Sunshine?
Wow. Well, if Ratchet's launch window and Spider-Man coming out, Horizon not being a launch title just makes a lot more sense now. Because it understandably potentially need the time, and it's like, okay, we have these games, just take all the time you need.
That might be closer to like a May or June game.
And also, and something to keep
Or even a November next year.
well,
game.
thing to keep in mind with Horizon in any game, really, especially one that big, is since it's going to be a big next-gen open-world game. You know, just occasionally it takes longer than planned, and especially since COVID is a thing.
Well, we still don't even know what the plan is. We don't know. We don't even know what they internally think. They could already internally be targeting 2020 fall 2021, and it might be spring 2022.
This is where we get all this stuff.
Tensions are weakening considerably.
Yeah, it's pretty much stuff we've seen.
And they said no load times.
Yeah, they're loading the whole game.
Well, it is certainly
Jack and Daxter didn't have loading all the way back in the PS2 era, so is it really that impressive? So do they show more stuff past here? Because none of this, all of this has been the same.
Yeah.
So
Not really.
they don't.
Should be better.
Ratchet.
Yeah.
We are too.
Yeah, I mean, all of this is what we've seen before. I don't think any of
It
this
was
was new.
just interconnected and now and all that.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah. Not really much to write home about as far as actual new content you're seeing there. That's
There was also
very
kind of
little.
that
of
was
that
the
was-
closer to the show.
Yeah, very little of that was actually new at all.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, this is one of my most anticipated games out there right now, but this specifically was pretty much the same thing we had already seen. Just
Look up Unknown 9 Awakening. Unknown to the number 9 is part of the same word. Then Awakening.
Okay, kids, get in the car. We're leaving.
sorry, it's weird, like watching it here, but then trying to turn around and talk to you, but still watching it here.
Oh yeah. 5 hours.
Reflect. I can tell it's gonna be a CG trailer that I can't tell what the game is from. The ghost is.
She's a witch. Burn her.
Okay. Hogwarts.
Yep, this is the Harry Potter game.
Yes, the Harry Potter game. Yeah, I don't Don't know what I'm supposed to take from that. Really?
They gave a little more details. The before and after for Keeley, but yeah, there's a Dragon Age, a behind the scenes thing that really needs.
I saw some of that. Yeah, I don't care. I'm sorry anyone else, but I don't care.
Didn't really show much. Like, we're working on it. Cool looking concept art, but we'll see.
They've already done that before, like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything? Look up Teardown game.
We won.
5 hour energy, Jeff. Now let me tell you about 5 hour energy.
Okay.
You chug it, and it's probably real bad for you. Just imagining.
But you could go to the CMA Awards.
Fuck, give it to me. I gotta go see Garth Brooks. I don't know any countries.
So this game is made by 2 people, I think.
In dreams.
Yes. So yeah, I think it's made by 2 guys, and one of the guys just made a whole engine for this game.
That's cool. It's like Minecrafty. Minecraftian. Oh, that was cool. It's weird how realistic the gun sounds in this like pixel world. Like real fire. It's crazy how like just fast these movies. It's visually interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The physics stuff is cool. Little Nightmares. Or you can look at Star Wars Squadron if you want to.
Little Nightmares. Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, kids, get in the car. We're leaving. Are you ready?
Little Nightmares. But 5 hour energy.
Light or dark, freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron, hunt down this Starhawk, and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as 2 pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, You will escort the Gladiators to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire.
This game, just like all the EA Star Wars games, like they all like nailed the visuals and like sound design and everything to make it like feel like Star Wars in a way that no other Star Wars games ever have. It's just rarely do they feel like games I really actually want to play. You know? And that's kind of this one. I feel like I would get bored with the just air combat after a while, but I don't know. You know, who knows? It could be fun.
I think the good news is based on what it sounds like. Even, yeah, I mean, what you're saying, that's obviously a you thing, and that's fine. It sounds like people might be into this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This is like, more than some of the other Star Wars games, they seem to be nailing it to like the game design and how they're actually handling things.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm in no way trying to make declarative statements. I mean, I can see, I hope that it's something where like, it almost becomes esportsy in a way where it's like there's strategies and it's like you and your teammates, like it almost becomes like MOBAs, like a league or something where it's like, okay, you go for this while I do this or whatever, and like I could see me like if me and Alex like really got into this or whatever, I could see that, you know. I'm not saying it's super likely, but I could see us getting into it. I would hope there's like some cool strategic element, you know, to it. But like it looks real pretty. It's sound design and everything. It's just perfect. All right. Right. And yeah, this is all can all be played 2-player in this one, right? Ain't that the whole thing about this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's some that looks like parts they show just 1 player, but yeah, there are parts where there's single player or 2-player.
Which is smart, I think, for getting this game out there more, probably. Yeah. Be like in a way out type thing. Like maybe me and you could just play the world through it. And I'll be super spooked.
This is a very creepy ass game, Darby.
You can tell it just by looking at it. Don't like that. Oh no. It like only moves when you it stops moving when you look at it. Yeah, we should definitely play this together on stream and I'll be a big baby about it, I'm sure. No.
So good.
The fucked up stuff they do with perspective and depth.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough.
It's coming out February 11th for everything, the current gen stuff, but later for the next gen stuff.
Interesting. I guess they just this is the SKU they're working on. I guess
I'm very curious, like what I should get this. Well, if we're playing together, might as well just go ahead and get the PS4 one and get the at least what we can get at the time, the best looking thing.
Yeah, probably.
Or I guess technically the best looking thing would be PC.
Yeah, that or PC. Which we have 2 Xbox controllers or 3 Xbox controllers, and we have the splitter thing, so that could work too. Yeah. Cool. Either way, honestly, yeah. I mean, that looks good. It looks very creepy. I can already tell. There's already things just in the trailer where I'm like, nope. But I do like. I think they showed restraint. I feel like they showed like a lot of little glimpses of like what kind of scares they're gonna have, but they didn't actually like. Blah, look at this. Blah, look at this. It was a lot of just like little like, ooh, that's little.
I feel like if I remember the trailers for the first one, this one was a little more mystery-ish to like what exactly is going on, which makes sense considering now this is this one's a sequel, and I think the first one did really well for the kind of game it is and the budget and all that. Yeah,
I'm down with it. Sounds like a fun stream game. Yeah, much else?
12 minutes.
Ooh, yes. Is the cast revealed?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. I'm very interested in this game.
I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing, moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
When Nathan, I was like,
What?
what?
What the fuck?
Like, okay.
I wonder, like, surely these people were not on this project back when this was announced, probably.
Yeah.
I think that was probably something that happened later. Maybe that's part of why it's taking so long, because they were able to ramp up what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild.
Let's see. Obviously, Godfall. No.
It was there.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Let's see. Honestly, I'm curious what you thought. It's one of those trailers like it's like one of the most fun games in there. Lego Star Wars.
I mean, I played the shit out of a bunch of Lego Star Wars.
I mean, legit, look at that trailer. It's a good trailer.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt I would play one now, but I mean, you know, I put many hours into it.
Right, you need to go back. There was Lego ASMR. That's what you need to.
Yeah, all right. Sorry.
Yeah,
we can't have that in stream though.
Stream's for good boys and girls.
Yes.
I want to learn the ways of the Force.
What?
Become a Jedi like my father.
Voice acting? The fuck? You're supposed to be pantomiming.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Is that third-person shooter element?
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
So funny.
The Force will be with you always.
So it's like all of the movies this movie.
No, it's the Skywalker saga. It's all of them.
That's crazy.
Kind of like impressed just showing all this ship combat and all that kind of stuff. Like it looks pretty good, and just having all of them in there.
They're definitely going more in depth. I mean, all the ones that I played, it was, you know,
yeah,
it's the same gameplay over and over again. It's fun, you know, it's
Yeah.
a kid's game, but like that definitely is showing some different things. Like over the shoulder shooting is not
Yeah.
something I would have expected. But yeah, it was a good trailer. It was a very good trailer.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.
Yeah, it was a good trailer. I mean, that was why the games I played as a kid, there were two different games that was the original trilogy and the prequels and stuff. There's really, you know,
Yeah, I think they just remade it all and just you know, put it in one package.
That's crazy.
Let's see what else. Not too much more. So, did you see the Fall Guys thing?
I don't think I saw. I mean, was there? I mean, I saw like a little bit of the, you know, it's medieval and they showed some new games, but I had to tune out. I probably didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah, just kind of looking at it. Unless you want to see the Spellbreak trailer. If you didn't see that one,
I saw it.
Okay. This would be it.
Which is why it's switching time.
Did I think you'd have any
Hey, I'm
interest in?
Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just wanted to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far.
This whole the whole thing leading up to this, Jeff kept on hyping up like, okay, Jeff, this thing better blow my socks off. I was really impressed with that, honestly.
I want to be
You'll be your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new.
Like, that one looks
inspired by
insane.
epic quests from the Middle Ages.
Yeah, well,
Hero
yeah.
and competing across brand.
God, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Fuck all that noise. And I guess they're like swinging or
Yeah.
something. It's interesting. And there's like a drawbridge thing.
And new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
It's cool if every like season has a theme like that.
Yeah. What I'm kind of curious about what they decided to do is when the season starts, do they just primarily focus on these games? Like when in what seasons they go on, these games go away?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I think this game will be healthiest if it just has a gigantic game rotation, so that you're not playing the same games over and over.
Like once we get through a little bit, I'm not against them potentially just putting in some games on hiatus.
Yeah.
At least especially ones that may not be seen as
But if you want to stay up to date,
well
then
received.
Fall Guys Game on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Dope. They didn't say when that's happening though.
No. I'm not too surprised by that. I mean, just because, it hasn't even been out a month.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad, and I understand it. Like, this is probably sooner than they might have planned to begin with, but I'm glad they just went ahead and announced this because that's something people are curious, like how they updated and how they be updating and how big updates would be. Go ahead and getting this out there, I think it's good. And have you seen those sales numbers?
I saw that it was the most downloaded PSN game of all time. I haven't seen more.
7 million on Steam.
Jesus, that's crazy because it has not been out long, and
no,
especially for how little this game probably costs to make.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Again, that's just on Steam, and then all the stuff for PlayStation, and
yeah, that's big. That's very big. That's very, very big. Well, yeah, there was some cool stuff there. I mean, definitely. I'm honestly kind of perfectly fine watching it the way I just did, not watching the whole thing. Yeah, some fun stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. But it sucks that some of the big things like Ratchet really didn't show anything new, and and some other stuff were definitely cool. Probably not 2 hours of a Jeff Keighley show cool, maybe a smaller event or something. But, seeing 12 minutes is cool. I wish we got more of a release window, but the coming soon makes me think that it might be a shadow drop randomly or announce like it's coming in a few weeks, Indie games like that will definitely do that.
It could just be shadow drop, some kind of Microsoft event or something.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
I'm bummed out Little Nightmares not making it this year, but it looks fantastic.
Was it announced for this year? Is that a delay, or was that?
I don't believe so. The last time it was shows was opening night live last year, so I'm gonna go with it did not have a thing on it.
No, probably not.
So I don't believe it was delayed. It might have been internally delayed, but yeah. It'd been nice to have it by Halloween, especially for that stream. That would have been a nice thing. Like, it come out like right before me and you start the playthrough.
That would be sweet. Yeah,
that's what I was hoping for. But again, take all the time. The trailer makes it look fantastic.
It does.
I'm all in.
Yeah, it's probably something I could probably play this without playing the first one. Would be fine. But I should play the first.
I got that copy.
It's in my room.
Yeah,
because you given it to me. It's in a box in my room.
Yeah, you should try to give that a play.
I definitely should.
You got till February, so you got time.
Yeah. I might see if Ginny. I don't know. Ginny's kind of even more of a wuss than me, my sister. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, that was super cool. I mean, Squadrons was didn't show a ton, but it
just part of it is there are a lot of like cool games in here. Again, there's some of it like not necessarily my type of game, but the World of Warcraft stuff, Doom. It
wasn't a whole lot of substance to some of the stuff though.
Yeah.
Like some of these games in theory are cool to be there, but like it sounds awesome to have Ratchet there, even Squadrons and stuff, but like really didn't see much new from them. The thing I'm most hyped about is just seeing 12 minutes at all, and the fact that it has that cast, hearing Willem Dafoe like speak. I mean, this seems like a game. Willem Dafoe does some weird artsy stuff, so maybe I shouldn't be like incredibly surprised. But Daisy Ridley is also weird.
Yeah,
not that strange, but
I'll take it.
Video games have made it, man.
The one thing I'm very curious about, we don't have to watch the trailer. There's a game called Override 2 Super Mech League.
I did see the first bit of that or whatever. Like again, I was just tuning in.
It looked pretty cool. I need to see more about it just to see like how the game actually plays. It's not actually has a little substance to it, Well, the thing that was weird to me is they announced a special crossover announcement in September. It's like, why not announce it here? It was like if you got a crossover thing, that would probably get people hyped. Why not show it when you have a lot of eyes on it?
Yeah, because now people are just gonna go forget about it.
Yeah. It looked pretty neat. Yeah.
I want to know what anime soccer was all about because I just tuned into the stream.
Oh, Captain Tsubasa?
Yeah, I tuned into the stream for just like literally a few seconds that I had to go, and I saw anime soccer. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want to know about this. What is that?
Captain Tsubasa's old anime manga thing that's getting a new game. I think it comes out tomorrow.
It was just wild. It was like soccer, but with like Dragon Ball Super Saiyan dudes.
Oh, Darby. You poor summer child. There are a lot of anime like that. There's one basketball anime I really enjoy called Kurko's Basketball, where it's basketball where like.
But like, powers. I wonder what is the gameplay? Is it just going to be like FIFA but fun?
So I actually haven't watched any gameplay for it. It's been shown a lot of places, but I just kind of zone out. Do you remember that old Mario soccer game that everyone loves?
I ever played it.
Or do you just kind of know the general thing of it? Like, it's kind of soccer, but it has like super moves and that kind of stuff.
I can imagine. I don't
imagine it's something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Yeah. It was just like so ridiculous. I loved it. It was very entertaining.
I haven't actually consumed any Captain Tsubasa media, so I wonder if it's like Kuroko Basket, where there are some characters that can go into like a special form type thing, where like in Kurko's Basket, there's a thing called the zone that a certain like
the zone,
the top percentage of athletes only can tap into, and they gain like superhuman abilities, super speed, and all that kind of stuff.
Anime is a blessing and a curse on humanity simultaneously. Sometimes within the same show.
Like, I think I also remember something like even people who can't do that have special abilities. Like, there's literally, I think, someone who jumps and about to make a shot. Someone's trying to block them, and while they're there, they move to the side. Like, their whole body moves to the side. Because why not?
Oh, anime. Well, I don't have much else to say, honestly. I mean, do you have any other last thoughts on this? And if not, we can I'll probably end the stream and just do it as a separate video. We can do our Pokemon thing.
Okay, yeah. We can probably talk about this at least a little more on the podcast.
Yeah,
the main podcast. We'll cut the fat, of course, but
yes,
because I'm not going to do the thing where I go over every single game. No, not for this one.
Yeah, it's not a worthy show for that, Keely.
Well, more so there's so many freaking games.
And there's so many freaking games.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this interesting stream. It's been 1 hour and 10 minutes and ran the gamut. It started out as one thing and it became something else, loosey-goosey.
Yep.
Played by the, seat of a pants and shit. All right, go check out Jeff's live reactions to Opening Night Live if you want to, and check out next week's Nerds Dollars Gaming podcast that posts on all the podcast services, and that will post on Monday, and we will for show talk about this.
And because this pretty much signifies the end of August, we got a couple days, but into Summer Game Fest. Look forward to next week when we get the results for the betting special.
And we find out where Jacob and will rank the Final Fantasy VII characters when I win.
Maybe. I'm not done yet. I kind of mostly updated it. It is really close.
Nice. Seems to work out that way a lot of times.
Yeah.
I mean, it also, I guess this one was just chaos because apparently you had to throw out like half the questions because of Sony and Microsoft.
There's still a couple days left.
It's still gonna happen. All right. Thank you guys.